Good morning, friends. Today I want to say something about the examinations conducted by Australian Dental Council for my friends who are willing to sit in the examination. Those dentists who are willing to settle down in Australia and work as a general dentist. This video I am preparing because I am receiving lots of mails, WhatsApp messages about the queries. Queries like how can I pass ADC examination? How many times do I to sit to pass it? What are the expenses? Are the questions tough? What kind of book should I read? Are there any shortcuts so that I can pass easily? There are lots of queries and people, dentists, they ask enormous number of questions. Sometimes I get puzzled that these kind of questions are being asked. That's why I decided that I'll prepare this video and upload it so that a person, a dentist willing to sit in ADC examination can see it and can understand it. Regarding expenses, you must consult the website of the Australian Dental Council, which is adc.org.au. On their website, you can have a look at the recent fee structure of initial assessment, written examination, and part 2 examination. I am not saying it here because it keeps on varying. You add the transportation charges, fooding and lodging if you will go to a center to take the exam. In part 2, along with the fee, you have to consider the airfare to and fro from your own country to Australia and expenses of staying there also. Plus add some extra charges because you must keep something for emergency. You have to remember that the part 1, that is written examination, can be taken at different centers distributed all along the world. In Indian context, most of the time the center remains New Delhi, which is suitable for the dentists of Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Pakistan, and Afghanistan, and sometimes Thailand too. Although students or dentists from Thailand, they can go to Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, and students or dentists from Pakistan and Afghanistan, they can choose the center in Cairo. Basically, the ADC examination is composed of two components, part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is written examination and part 2 is practical examination, which includes both clinical as well as some laboratory work. Before taking the exam, a dentist is supposed to go through initial assessment process. That I'll explain later on. The Australian Dental Council examination is conducted in 3 parts. Basically, it is conducted in 2 parts, but overall it comprises of 3 parts. The first stage is the initial assessment of the dentist, and after initial assessment, if the candidate becomes successful, then he becomes eligible for the stage 2, which is part 1 examination. Once a dentist passes the Part 1 written examination, he becomes eligible to take the practical examination, which is Part 2. So let me tell you about the initial assessment process. The initial assessment process is done to assess the degree of an overseas dentist, his or her work experience, his or her character, and about other factors like criminal history, things like that. So, if you want to take or if you want to sit in the examination of Australian Dental Council, you have to get yourself assessed by Australian Dental Council. So, for initial assessment, you go to the website of the Australian Dental Council, download the assessment form, get it printed, read it carefully, and fill it properly. Send it back to the address which is printed on the form. Along with the filled in form, you are required to send the documents that are listed in the form itself. You need not to send the original document to the Australian Dental Council along with the form, but you need to send a clear scanned photocopy of the documents that should be attested by an authority. These authorities are either a notary of a court or an officer of the Australian Embassy. Along with form and documents, you need to send required fee also. Now you will ask me that what are the eligibility criteria to get a successful assessment. For this purpose, you must hold a dental valid degree in your own country and you should be registered in a registering authority. In terms of India or in Indian context, the registering authorities are state dental councils. What are the papers you are supposed to send along with the initial assessment form? These are current passport, evidence of change of name if it is applicable to you, dental qualification certificate or degree, academic transcript, internship certificate, evidence of registration or license to practice dentistry, 2 written professional references, evidence of practice or work history as a registered dentist or licentiate dentist. Remember that upon successful assessment, this assessment will be valid for 7 years. One thing I want to reiterate that you must not send the original document to Australian authorities. If your document is in a non-English language, then you have to get it translated by an authorized translator and attach it along with the original document. Once you have successfully submitted your paper to Australian Dental Council, then they will acknowledge the receipt by sending you an email. The decision about the assessment is normally taken within 8 weeks and the results are informed through email. There may be three kind of results. You will be declared eligible to sit in the part 1 written examination, or if any paper is lacking, or if the authorities of Australian Dental Council require to know something else about you, they will write you about sending that information along with the proof. Afterwards, they will take a decision, and third result will be they will declare you ineligible. In this case, you cannot take the written examination and you should forget about going to Australia and working there as a dentist. Now I'll talk to you about the details of the papers or documents you are supposed to send. First paper is the high quality color photocopy of your passport. And if you have changed your name, then you should send an evidence of change of your name. You can get this certificate from a notary declaring that your name has been changed. Third paper is the attested photocopy of your degree. Fourth paper will be academic transcript, which you can get from your institution or your university. Fifth paper will be a successful completion of internship. Sixth paper or document you are required to send is the evidence of registration in a registering authority. In context of India, this paper is your registration certificate. In this context, I'll say that you should send two copies. First paper will be the first copy of registration. You register yourself the first time in State Dental Council, and the second paper will be the certificate of renewal of your registration. These two copies must be sent to remain it valid. Seventh paper is references. You should provide two references, two written references. You can take reference from your teacher, from your colleagues, from your seniors, and send it independently. It should be sent in an envelope independent of your application form, as if it is being sent from the person who is providing reference for you. The letter of good standing should be from the registering body where you have registered recently. Last paper will be the evidence of experience or evidence of work. If you are working in an organization, you can ask for a certificate from your organization, be it government or a private. If you are practicing and have your own clinic, you can send your IT returns for last 2-3 years. Don't worry about the amount of money you earned, because they don't want to see the earning. They want to see the proof that you had been working in your own clinic. These are the documents you carefully prepare and send along with the initial assessment forms. I thank all of you who put their time to watch this video. All the best to you, and if you want to listen or see more videos, please subscribe this channel. Thank you very much.